Hey y'all, so I just want to hop on here really quickly. I know I've been posting a lot more short videos. Unfortunately, I just don't really have the time to put into long videos right now. I've just been trying to recover and bounce back from not working for 2 months. Like I'm so behind on everything that I just been picking up I just been working my ass off, honestly, and I don't have time to put into the longer videos. But I still want to give y'all something so that you have something to laugh at during the week. Um, you don't even realize how bad things are until they kind of get really bad. Like, I just realized I haven't gone to the optometrist or bought glasses in 6 years. And now I know it because these things are falling apart. I had to glue this back on. It's a mess. So I just right now kind of gotta focus on working as much as I can. So fortunately, the channel's gonna suffer a little bit because of that. But I'll still always try to put out something at least once a week, just so y'all have something to help you get through the week. I know the videos help me get through the week a lot of the times too. Other than that, I think I'm gonna probably try to transition into covering other content since Andrew hasn't gone live in like almost a year at this point. I'm gonna start doing other things. Y'all, I can't do Shamar. I don't understand what Shamar is saying. I can't do Shamar. And I can't do Netta and Charles either. And I think a lot of people cover them well enough that y'all don't need my input on that. But I'll just cover probably not even a specific person, just different people, just other liars on the internet. But I'll figure that out kind of probably coming into 2026. Anyway, I love y'all. As always, thank you for the comments. Thank you for the financial support. Thank you for the emotional support. Thank you for just being here for me. I hope I can give y'all just a smidgen of the joy that y'all give me, honestly. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon.
This is for my girl, League of Liars. I am a man, I don't tune it up no more. I've been delivered from tuning it up.
Fool with me if you want. And I'ma show you who I really are. I from the loop. And I loop you around in St. Louis. Don't you mess with me.
Shaya. Shanya.
You know I'm a big liar. You know I'm a big liar. You know I'm a big liar. I just be making up stuff. You know I'm a big liar. You know I'm a big liar. You know I'm a big liar.
This League of Liars.
Today, we will take a look back at the rare Obist Lias Scamicus's most infamous interviews, starting with the VoyageSTL interview. For this interview, we will show how the interview went based on what was published, and then immediately show how we think the interview actually went. Enjoy.
The lady here to interview me. I'll be back, Frank. Hey, Wade, I'm her for my interview.
Oh, hi, Andrew. I had a couple of questions before we started about some of the info you sent in. So my main issue is with the net worth. When you suggested meeting at Starbucks, I didn't realize you actually worked here, so I'm not sure if we can publish anything that is clearly a lie.
Well, actually, all blue checkmark celebrities lie all the time. But I am not lying about my network. I am a double millionaire, and I actually own this Starbucks. I am not a employee.
Andrew, you only have 10 minutes for your break. Make sure you're not late or you're fired.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, okay, let's just get into the interview.
Why you say it like that? I'm not embarrassed.
You should be. Anyway, let's get started. Andrew, it's always a pleasure to learn from you and your journey. Let's start with a bit of a warm-up. Who are you learning from right now?
Bishop Wooten and his wife. He got a doctorate too, like me. I don't know if he got an honorary doctorate, like if he got a real one, or a for play one, like me. But yeah.
Can you briefly introduce yourself and share what makes you or your brand unique?
Hear me bees, honey. is a local family-owned business that has been providing high-quality, all-natural honey products for over a decade. Our mission is to offer pure, raw honey that is both delicious and nutritious. We propose a partnership with Starbucks to introduce our honey products at competitive pricing, bringing a taste of Missouri's finest to your customers. Oh, okay, so I was on Facebook one day and I saw these people who are in St. Louis called Show Me Bees Honey, and they sell honey. And so I was like, let me hit them up and see if we can work together. But they never gave me a response. So I just stole the name. I printed my own labels and put my own labels on the honey, and that was
Did
the
he
end.
really just say
Now,
that?
how I got it in the stores was one place I used to work at when I was littler, and they always feel bad for me. So they let me put my products in their store. Walmart and Amazon, anybody could sell anything, so that was simple. The other stores did not want to sell my merchandise. So I just put it there anyway and left a sign that said to cash at me if you take some honey. Now, I haven't got no cash app yet, even though the honey is gone, but I'm sure it's coming.
Amazing. So let's take a moment to go back in time. Who saw you clearly before you could see yourself?
I wanted to ignore everything else about me. I thought that if I didn't pay attention to the negatives about myself, eventually all that would be left was positives. And by only being the positive parts of myself, I'd be my true self. Then I was sure I'd finally be comfortable being me everywhere I went, because I'd be perfect. Perfection isn't much. What I didn't know back then was I was reading out huge parts of myself. And the more I did that, the less possible it was for me to be my whole, real, true self. It wasn't until I started doing coaching and consciousness work that things started to shift. As my teachers and coaches helped me see and welcome all the parts of myself, I started to feel confident and comfortable and at home in myself. What I'm roaming through this journey is, if you want to be yourself, you've got to see yourself. Use you. You tried it. I know who I'm is, and I've always known who I'm is. Next question.
What did suffering teach you that success never could?
Wisdom, resilience, compassion, and a deep respect for reality. Failure isn't something to fear. It's something to embrace. No matter where you are in life, remember that your journey is uniquely yours. Okay, so most of the people who have watched me since I went viral know my story about Starbucks because I've said it 1,000 times. So I was homeless and I used to have to go into Starbucks into the bathroom to use the pink soap to wash up under my arms. And so what I learned from this was that pink soap really gets you clean. So make sure you put on deodorant immediately or you will be musty. And also don't use the paper towels because they are too rough and will scratch your skin. Use the tissue.
I think our readers would appreciate hearing more about your values and what you think matters in life and career, etc. So our next question is along those lines. What would your closest friends say really matters to you?
Reliable and enthusiastic, they have often pointed out my ability to stay positive and motivated, even under pressure, which they appreciate, especially during our collaborative projects or priming events, in helping the less fortunate and homeless people. Pretending to be rich, pretending to be a celebrity, and giving these tricks and these tack heads together.
Okay, so before we go, let's tackle one more area. What is the story you hope people tell about you when you're gone?
I'd like to believe they missed the friendship I gave them. Perhaps the advice I offered to them with love, whether it was easy or hard. My willingness to help at any hour, my shoulder to cry on. I'd also like to think they will miss having me around as a person who fills a spot in their life. Someone they don't have to see often, but knows I'm there when they need me, whether just to spend time chatting or as that someone that loves people. Accomplished. I want to be remembered for how I made others feel. I want to be known as the person who was kind to others and who went through life with a smile on his face. The story that I want people to tell is that me and Cordell weren't in a relationship, and no, I'm not paying him money for lying and saying that we were in a relationship. And also, Tiffany got it at the radio show shut down because she wanted to be me because my body was better than hers. She hated me. Everybody else loved me, including Shorty. The end.
Okay, we can't print any of this. I'll just make something up.
I apologize for the audio. That is how the video was uploaded.
I don't need your money. I still have my sin money.
Oh, okay.
From the pastors and bishops and football players. But
what football players have you dated?
I dated plenty of football players.
Who?
I dated some in Atlanta.
Who in Atlanta?
I dated, Cordell.
Cordell who?
Yes, Cordell Stewart, that sports show. And like I said, when I saw it on TV,
Wait a minute.
So did you know Cordell was married to Portia?
I did know. I did not know who until I started watching the show. And then when I watched the show, I was like, oh my God, no, she did not. Cause I was that way too. When they broke up with me, I left and I started talking about them to people. And then they'll block your number and they'll try to stay away from you. Because when the money stopped and the bags and stuff stopped, I had everything that Portia got. I had everything that everybody else had. I had bags, purses, cars. I'm in a Jaguar right now. Hey, honey, did you see that Jaguar over there?
So why did you stop talking to Cordell?
Why? It was only a one-time thing.
I want you to remember that the Scamicus says it was a one-time thing.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
He was.
I didn't know who it was at first because I shook his hand. Yeah, I shook his hand. I was like, oh my God, that's you. And we was at a bar. We was at a restaurant. And I was like, oh my God, that's Cordell. And they was like, yeah, he's a football player. I was, I like football players.
Wow. So was Cordell your first football player?
No, I dated other football players too. I dated some of the Rams.
So tell me.
I'm not a prostitute or a whore now. That was my past.
A big voice and advocate to speak against bullying.
I wonder if anyone notices my foundation matches this cheap-ass outfit I got on.
And the suicide, I actually got a cousin that I lost to suicide, and that's one of those mental fights that I'm not necessarily confused as to why, but that's one of the things that it really hurts more.
How long can I sit her and act like a strong, powerful Africa America man?
I know the why. Yeah, that's why I said I'm not confused as to the why. I know the why myself.
Because we all have those kind of thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in dark places before to where it's like, I'm making all this money, I'm doing this, but who am I really doing it for?
He's looking at me.
Oh my God!
Because the people that's supposed to be appreciating me, they tolerate me, they not celebrating me. And that's when I had to realize protecting your own energy is not a crime. That means you gotta tell your family members, your friends, whoever, if you gotta tell them no, saying no is not wrong. That's when you're gonna see who really love you.
Yeah.
Like if you ask me to do something for you and I can't do it, right?
Wait, how did he know I was gonna ask him to co-sign a condo for me?
So you a bitch ass nigga when you tell somebody no.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, they act like you never told them yes.
I wonder if Shorty is jealous because I'm using my man voice with Kevin.
So I know what it is to be in that dark place. So what I do is I raise my frequency with fitness. Like I worked out before I came to this interview. Because I am the message that I bring. I can't tell you about being positive and having high vibration.
He's looking at Shorty now. Now I'm mad.
Energy if I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So when I walk in the room, you see my discipline through my body, my temple.
Yeah.
Like on my new song, when I perform it out there, I say,
oh my God, he's talking about his body. Calm down, Andrew.
God body covered by the highest. They guns hold no power to this holy temple. And when you start looking at your body as a temple.
He said temple again. Time to get his eyes back on you, Andrew.
A great responsibility come with that.
Because our body is a temple. The Bible also say make sure your temple is remain clean.
Right, this bitch clean. I just took a shit.
Oh.
Oh my God, was that a signal? I'm a Suki freaky boy, but Kevin Gates is too freaky, even for me.
But I was telling you about that is you raise your frequency by committing acts of self-love. People don't know how to commit acts of self-love.
Oh my God, how long is he gonna talk? I'm bored when the conversation not about me.
Self-care and self-love ain't the same thing.
Different things.
Go and get your nails and feet done and you still getting on the phone gossiping, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But self-love is when you raise your frequency by putting in the work.
Yeah.
You going to work out, you taking a walk. That's committing acts of self-love. That's raising your frequency.
Yeah.
And the days that you don't want to do it is the days you should do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you combat depression. That's how you combat
I'm gonna scratch Shorty's eyes out for taking all of Kevin's attention.
suicidal thinking. And then the way you combat bullying is guess what?
I'm bored. This is boring.
Stay prayed up, there can be power.
The strong can show compassion for the weak.
Facts.
It's okay to take you some fighting lessons and all that and make yourself strong. Now that you're strong, you can show compassion for the weak.
Yeah.
The weak can't show compassion for the weak.
I know I look a bumpy orange-faced mess right now.
You weak.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a pastor. No. To be honest with you. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to take no money from nobody for what I'm doing.
He done lost his dang on mind? Talking about he don't want to take folks' money? Is he crazy?
Mm-hmm.
It's this knowledge is abundance. It's free. Mm-hmm. So all that's willing to take it.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm gonna get my blessings on the back end. I don't want no money for this.
I need to teach him how to scam. He's talking nonsense right now. Just nod, Andrew.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that I say, like any engagement, speaking engagement I do, I don't take money. I do it from my heart. And because I do it from my heart, operating out of abundance, I attract abundance.
It's gonna come back.
I mean, I don't take money for interviews either, but that's because nobody offers to pay me.
Now, if I start being petty and pitching, then guess what? I got what I came for. Correct. You gonna get it stopped right there.
Yeah. 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 Nah, that's you said a lot right there, but I can't even hold you.
We operate out of scarcity sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the God of lack and the God of scarcity. I believe in the God of abundance.
Abundance, heavy abundance.
So I'm operating out of abundance.
Yeah.
It's
And that's why you're so blessed.
Yeah.
You can see the glow.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Say, big brother, you glowing too, with that face full of makeup on like a bitch.
Because it's all for us, man.
You know how many jobs I can get in this world. And then also to Nordstrom's. Can I say this, Nordstrom? Nordstrom, I had an interview with Nordstrom. Passed it. That I went by. I want to say this, and I'm done. I applied for a position at Nordstrom in St. Louis. I'm gonna say this: do not shop at Nordstrom's. Do not support Nordstrom's. This lady said, "Hi, Aunt." She was black. Sigh. Here we go. She said, "Hi, Andrew." I said, "Hi." She said, "You that boy from Facebook?" I said, "No." She said, "You are, and I follow you." And she said, "Oh, we love you so much. I'm gonna call you back and discuss your salary." The Holy Ghost spoke to me and said, "Lies, lies, 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 lies." I have given up millions of dollars in high places and making $75,000 to $80,000 to $100,000 in corporate positions. And this black girl said she followed me. I don't know who I'm trying to follow her. I'm trying to block her. She said, "I'm going to hire you." I called her back the next day. She said, call her back that morning. She said, "You're hired." But when I called her, she said, "Andrew, we don't want none of that stuff. We don't want to hire you because you're famous and you're going to be traveling a lot. And I just think they're going to be too much." First off, you don't know my life. You're not going to. But after she did that, I got another offer for somewhere else. Come on, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? So I would never, and I cancel my credit card and everything. Don't do it. Who are they?
People in black.
What news station you guys from? Channel 5. Oh, I love Channel 5. Oh, she needs security. She pretty. I'm protesting because there was a black African American, and I am black, and I'm proud, and I'm helping support each other men out here, and I'm supporting each other black folks out here. Hold on, y'all. It's time for an ad break.
New episodes of Looney Tunes coming soon.
I'm protesting because there was a black African American, and I am black, and I'm proud, and I'm helping support each other men out here, and I'm supporting each other black folks out here. I come to drink the tea and sip the tea. Here in November of 2014, in the St. Louis, it was our holy convocation that we have every year. I was new to the Church of God in Christ. I was new to church at the time. I've always been in church my whole life, but as grown, I was new to it. I only going to church just to shout and to see who I was going to sleep with pastor.
But at that church, they delivered out of me. They were snatching that out of me. But now I get hard for women. I don't get hard for men. And nothing wrong with a flirtation.
The hell you say? Yes, my dear viewers, I was the interviewer for this BET interview. It was during this time when I realized that the rare obese Lias scamicus was a species that required further research.
But I'm still delivered. That I woke up, God told me to go to the store. I went and got me a bow tie, jacket, and all that. I just felt peace that day, like so much peace. And later that night, I was sitting down in the chair, and I was like, it's time for prayer. I went up there for prayer. I got the mic. He said, what do you want God to do? And I said, I'm delivered. With the T. I went home with the sleep. And I got back up and I said, Lord, use me because I want to be used.
You say you were still delivered. But if so, why did you harass this news station into doing this report on you?
Appropriate for all people. You may remember him. He became a viral sensation, coining the phrase, I don't like men's no more. Well, Andrew Caldwell lives in Missouri, but for some reason, he reached out to us here at NBC 12 to clear the air about the video about his gay conversion. His experience is an incredible backlash. Chris Thomas investigates the dark side of going viral.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
A conversation about sexuality that's generally had behind closed doors.
I don't like men no more.
Went viral at this Church of God in Christ conference in St. Louis. Songs were made.
I am delivered. I don't like men no more.
Cartoons were created.
I said I like women. Women.
All at the expense of Andrew Caldwell.
Was this some type of comedy routine, or were you serious?
I was serious, and I did not want to go viral. I did not expect that to go viral. I did not want to get up there and just say anything, just look crazy in front of thousands of people.
Caldwell contacted me on my Facebook page after finding our original story online.
And y'all spoke about my video. I said, well, let me reach out to him then. Let him get the truth. Let him know what's really going on, in the world. I went up there because I needed prayer that day. I needed so much prayer.
What did you come down here for? Tell me. To get delivered more.
Yes, this scene came after Caldwell says he felt pressured by the speaker before him, who he says called gays in the church sissies and suggested they should bleed from their butts.
As presiding bishop of the Church of God in Christ, I apologize for what seemed to be a harsh, uncompassionate, disrespectful spirit on the part of that speaker. I also apologize to Andrew Caldwell. We love all people, regardless of their faith or their moral standard.
They think that they can preach their homosexuals away in the Church of God in Christ, and you can't.
I will love a woman.
Okay, so the bottom line here is then this whole notion of you saying that you were delivered there on the spot, that is not the case, you're saying?
No, that's not the case.
Okay, and you still struggle with it from day to day?
Correct. It was just they trying to say, oh, he got delivered. Yeah, he's delivered from homosexuality. Yeah, I might be, but I still have desires.
Do you have any regrets about what happened?
I do hold regrets on that because, my life has been in danger.
In just the past week, Caldwell claims he was attacked and called homosexual slurs.
That video caused a lot to me, mentally and physically. I feel that if I was delivered, God should deliver me more. But I know it'd take a process. But, I think it's going a little bit slow.
How is it going?
Well, I want God to work on my mannerism. I want God to stop the switching, talking like a woman.
I would not tear a purse.
Despite all the laughing and name-calling, Caldwell says he sincerely wants to be delivered and can't help feeling let down by this whole experience.
Continue to pray for me because I'm going through a lot each and every day.
So first and foremost, that reporter was shady as hell, and I loved every minute of it. But most importantly, you told two different versions of this experience. So which is the truth?
One of my many other lawyers just called me and said to say no comment.
I have been sitting in front of you the entire time, and you don't even have your phone. But, moving on.
Then that morning when I got up,
People was knocking at my door to interview me. And they said, when your video went viral. I said, what video? I said, the church had me live and it didn't tell me. I thought that screens in the church was only the people in the church and people watching it on the internet. Because at the time, it looked like I made a mock of God. I was not ready for this. I was not ready to be thrown in the spotlight. I wanted to kill myself. I had got me a glass and I was sitting down that same day. I was crying, not because I went viral, because my emails, my phone calls, people was calling me. I don't know how they got my number, was harassing. I heard a tiny voice said, don't do it. And I started doing like this.
And I see you're still playing the victim with these death threats that you never showed any proof of. But please continue.
And do I ask for that? I would never ask somebody to go viral. The way I went viral, this is not something that no one wants. I wanted to kill myself several times.
It's several, goddammit.
Several times. My life has changed better and worse. The money, yes. I received money from Facebook. Like my first big check was like $10,000. And I was like, yeah!
You claim to make so much money on Facebook, and yet we here at BET had to buy furniture for this empty apartment so that we could actually interview you. In fact, I'm not sure why you agreed to this interview, as you have said no comment to many of my questions.
The money was good. I have been granted to work with different organizations. I have been granted to, when I go fly Delta, I don't have to pay the full price. Delta, thank you. Shade Room posted me with a woman. Let's make this clear. Yes, I have a girlfriend. Yes, I like meow. And don't be surprised when we have our wedding. Don't be surprised when we have the Caldwells walking around.
Now is my turn to say no comment. I'm trying my hardest not to go to hell. I will just say that Caldwellian children will look nothing like these pictures, maybe more like Sloth from the Goonies. Brian, you just said you weren't going to do this.
And stop saying to my girlfriend on Facebook, in the Shade Room, tell my girl, blink 5 times if you need help.
Okay, let's continue the interview outside. The must and breath fumes are starting to get to me.
See, people's looking me up and down. I had some love. And it's like, wow, these are church people that I'm supposed to love. I went viral. And now look what they did to me now. I really wish that I can just start fresh.
Okay, can we talk about the outfit? I'm sorry, off it. What the hell do you have on?
This is the place that I got hurted. This is the place that I can't go back and just say, let's do it again. Let's start fresh.
Are the Special Olympics out here today?
My clothing line is coming out.